God bless you. This is Bishop Lawrence James London, our pastor of the New Jerusalem Temple Missionary Baptist Church, located on Finkel and Oakfield in the city of Detroit, Michigan. Coming to you this morning, saying to you, my brothers and sisters, I don't know how he is. He didn't tell me how he was, but I know the Lord is going to do it. He's going to fix it. Yeah, he's going to take care of it. He can do it better than we can. Amen. The way out that we need, the Lord can do it. And I hope someone recognizes that with me as we come this morning honoring him and thanking him and knowing that he is the God who can do anything but fail. We honor him, we glorify his name, and we thank him for allowing us to come back on this beautiful fifth Sunday morning here. We thank God for another day's journey in which we're glad about it, for looking beyond our faults and supplying our needs. And we're certainly thanking him for you who are streaming with us, and especially this morning to our own New Jerusalem family. You know I love you. We're praying for you, and I know we're praying for each other. Again, I come thanking you for your ministries continuing to go on with the doors of the temple shut, and I thank God for that, because it's my prayer that we're going to be better because of it. Thank God for your giving and for your tithes and offering. This is Sunday, so we ask that you would please send your tithes and offering by way of Givelify. It's New Jerusalem Temple Missionary Baptist Church, the Cash App, $ New Jerusalem, or mail it to 17330 Finkel, 48227. Amen. We thank you for what you've been doing, and we certainly thank God for what you're going to continue to do in supporting our ministry. I want to say before I start that we are praying for the family of George there in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're praying for all those families. He's the latest. There are so many who have been suffering from the loss of injustice across this country. I come this morning, it has not just began, it's been going on for a long time. I'm from Chicago, and been here in Detroit now for some 40-some years. But when I was in Chicago, before I came all the way up to the point that I came here to pastor this church, I have been a victim many, many times of injustice by the police there in Chicago haven't ever been as bad here as it was for me. And very many times that I was accosted by the police in Chicago on almost every occasion. I had to go through being arrested. So I know what it's all about. And I salute all of those who are protesting nonviolently because we have to do that to get our message across. And so I thank God for those of us who are nonviolent protesters. But I want to say that the violence that occurs when we're trying to make things better does not help us. And I'm quite sure that I'm not speaking to those protesters who are protesting nonviolently. I'm just another voice crying out in the wilderness. You know, and my voice may not mean anything because you're hearing this all over the news and from so many people that are in a better position to talk and that you probably would listen to besides me. But I am a voice. And I will cry out because there are some who listen to me. So those who will listen to me, let me simply say this. If you are going to involve yourselves in the protest, make sure you are protesting with an organized group, a group of organized protesters. And be aware, my brothers and sisters, that we have a man in the White House who sows out divisiveness and has people all over this country that listens to what he says. And so we recognize that most of the violence that's taking place is not from the people of our cities and the people who are protesting nonviolently, but there are people who are coming from other parts of even the country who are organized to sow violence. And so we're saying to those who go out and protest, make sure that when you get your point across, that you leave and go about your business. There has to be some spiritual connection in our protesting. And I had only played that song, The Lord Will Do It. When we make one step, then the Lord will make two. And we don't know when. Somebody said, when is it? I don't know. But I know that things won't get better through violence. So saying to us to move out and get away after we've made our point. And whatever then the police have to do to those who are pretending, for those who are being bussed in or driving in or riding on bikes with things to destroy and bricks to throw at the police, because all the policemen are not bad policemen. That we will separate ourselves from them and won't even be around watching, but be in a safe place so that the police can do their job and arrest those who are taunting them and dealing with. There's no need to do that to get across what we want to get across. So that's my suggestion as a voice that's crying out in the wilderness. Protest nonviolently. Remove yourself. Amen. Have a spiritual connection and know that you can't protest and get what you want across without God anyway. And that if we do our part, then God will do the rest. Remove ourselves and let those who are coming from other places to try to make it seem as if we're a part of them be alone so the police can see them clearly and do their jobs. And then we're going to pray that the Lord is going to fix it, that the Lord is going to do it. We don't know when, but God is in charge. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. Everything in it belongs to him. That's my 2 cents on what's going on. And the most important thing after that, to make sure that we continue in prayer for this country, for the White House and the person that's in it, and for all of our leaders across this country. We are still in a pandemic. And for those who, listen, if I were to go out and march and protest right now, especially right now, and I am for protesting injustice. But if I were to go out in a major protest right now, I would have my church open. Because I'd rather be around a group of people I know than a group of people I don't know during a pandemic. So you have to be careful, even if you do it. I'm going to stop because I'm not this is not a newscast. But I just wanted to share that. Be careful if you do go, because you don't want to go home and hurt those that you love. You got children, you got grandparents, and those who are out there doing all this foolishness, not wearing masks, not dealing with social distancing. When they come around somebody else that they might love, they might hurt them. So we have to keep all these things in mind. And I just wanted to say that before I preach. I just couldn't get up and give you a word without dealing with the issue that's going on right now. There is a word. And I want to ask that you would look at the 5th chapter of the book of 2 Kings. Familiar story there in 2 Kings chapter 5, beginning with just the first verse that I'd like to read, but I ask that you would read the entire chapter. The first verse of chapter 5 of the book of 2 Kings. And it reads, "Now Naaman, captain of the host of the king of Syria, was a great man with his master, and honorable, but because by him the Lord had given deliverance to Syria. He was also a mighty man in valor, but he was a leper." Naaman, the captain of the host of the king of Syria, was a great man with his master, honorable because by him the Lord had given deliverance to Syria. He was also a mighty man and valor, but he was a leper. I want to talk about this morning. I have issues. Amen. Yeah, I'm talking about me. Yeah. I got some issues. I don't know if you got issues. If you are honest, I know I'm talking to the right group that's watching me right now. All of us. But I want to talk about, I have some issues. I want you to know I'm still excited about my salvation. I'm still saved. I have a relationship with the Father. I certainly have been born again. And I shout because of the spirit of adoption. But I still got some issues. Yeah, we live in an hour where people are shouting about all kinds of things. Shout about wealth. We shout about educational levels. We shout about our social possessions and our abilities to do things. We shout when we win the lotto. We shout because we're saved and sanctified. But I remember at a Baptist convention that I heard a lady ask another lady. She said, are you a saint? And the woman answered and said, "No, I'm Baptist." And it disturbed me. Yeah, I said it disturbed me. It disturbed me because, listen, you don't have to be a member of that other denomination or any denomination to be real about the Lord. Listen, I don't want to cause no problem. I hope no one shut me off. That's the part of the Church of God, Christ, and all this. I love every denomination. You know why? Because there's only two categories you can be in. You care what denomination you are. Only one category. Yeah, you either a saint or a sinner. Yeah, there will not be denominations up in heaven. There's not going to be a group here, a group. You either have to be a saint or a sinner. So quit going around telling people that you're not a saint. If you're saved, if you've been washed in the blood of the Lamb, if Jesus is your personal Savior, then you are a saint. And now let me just help you a little bit more. Saints, my brothers, I'm going to have trouble here, but saints are not perfect. I'm going to say it again. I said saints, hallelujah, are not perfect. Saints have shortcomings. They have flaws. Yeah, they're in and out of character. Peter said, if you don't mind me digressing, Peter said, when I would do right, evil is always taunting me. Yeah, saints, my brothers and sisters, are not perfect. But while it's true that they're not perfect, we ought to be striving for perfection. Yes, I am a saint, but I'm a saint on the move. Yeah, trying to be better. I hear Paul saying, I want you to know that I'm saved, but I have a sinner problem. And the conversation would go, if someone were to talk to them, especially some of those who are caught up and think we're holier than thou, they would ask me, how, Paul? How can you be a saint and have a sinner problem when sin is all that's unrighteous? You know, if you're a sinner, yeah, that means that you are unrighteous. So how can you be a saint with unrighteousness? Don't you know? I hear Paul say, don't you know that there's a war that's going on in me? Yes. I don't care what you say. You're not going to tell me that I don't know the law. Yes. Yeah, I know right from wrong. I know the way of salvation. I know. Tell me I'm not saved. I am saved, but I have a problem. Paul, if you're saved, then you're free from sin. And that's the problem. How can I be free? Hallelujah. How can I be free? I'm saved. But listen, you ain't going to tell me I'm saved, I have a problem. You ain't going to tell me I do know that I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for I know that it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believes. You ain't going to tell me that I'm not persuaded. Yeah, I am persuaded that neither death nor life nor angels nor principalities nor powers nor things present nor things to come nor height nor depth nor any other creature shall separate me from the love of God. I know, my brothers and sisters, that whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. I know that it is it's necessary for me not to be conformed to this world, but to be transformed by the renewing of my mind. I do press towards the mark of a high calling, which is in Christ Jesus, my Lord. I can do all things through Christ that strengthened me, but I still have a problem. I'm a saint with a sinner problem, and I'm trying to move to a high height. I'm trying to move, hallelujah, to a high level in Jesus Christ, because I know I ain't free from this thing. I'm living in this thing. And the only person that can deliver me when I mess up is Jesus. That's why I'm saved. That's how come I'm a saint. Because when I do fall, I can call on him and he'll pick me back up. I'm a saint, but I'm growing. I'm a saint, but I desire to be more and more and more like Jesus. You're going to tell me I can't mess up. I do mess up. I can't help but to mess up. If I go somewhere, I'm going to think something, so I got to keep Jesus flowing. I have to always ask him to forgive me. I have to always say I'm sorry for something that I thought, something that I've done. But you ain't going to tell me I'm not a saint. I just got sinner problems. And that's why when others, my brothers and sisters, write me off, because they know my problems. When others talk about me and try to put me down because they think they know who I am, I get it. They try to discourage me and turn me to the other, around from the way I know that I'm going. But I'm a saint. And I know that when I make a mistake, I have a Savior that looks beyond my faults. So when I become discouraged, this text in 2 Kings 5, it seems to help me out. Because Naaman was the captain of a Syrian army. He was a man of influence. He was well respected. He was a man of means. He was a shaker and a mover. He was trusted by the king. He was victorious in his battles. And God trusted him with victory. He has, my brothers and sisters, an impressive resume. He has an extensive bio. But then there's this conjunction that of all that he has done, the scripture said, but he was a leper. Listen, I'm going to hurry up and close this. I don't care how much you've done. People have a way of putting you down with that conjunction. B-U-T. But. Yeah, he's a good preacher. But. Yeah, she sure can teach and sing. But. Yeah, he always come up with some good ideas. But, my brothers and sisters, however, today, for just this minute, I want you to look at what God does in his text. He shows us that he can use people with issues. Somebody need to be shouting. I said he shows that he can use folk with issues in spite of our issues. Naaman's accomplishments, his purpose, his assignments, his work, his service, his labor, despite, my brothers and sisters, the presence of being a leper. Scripture scripture shows that God still used him. Hallelujah. Let me say this. The capacity, my brothers and sisters, to celebrate a person's purpose without magnifying their pain comes from God. God modeled this discipline for it's God, in fact, my brothers and sisters, who looks beyond our faults and sees our needs. It was God who took no thought for our sin condition, but rather Christ commended his love towards us, that while we were yet sinners, hallelujah, Christ died for our sins. So, my brothers and sisters, what we have to do is embrace God's plan for our issues. Can I say that one more time? I said we got to learn to embrace God's plan for our issues. God, my brothers and sisters, employed Naaman, even with his issues, because there's no spiritual or divine mandate that we be free of issues in order for God to use us. I think I need to say that again. I said you find it somewhere in the Bible, because I ain't found it yet. There's no spiritual or divine mandate that we be issue free. Matter of fact, God, my brothers and sisters, specializes in using those who are considered nobodies, such as Naaman's slave girl, his servant, who knew her master's situation and went to him and told him that he needed to go and see the prophet Elisha. I want you to look at the contrast in Elisha, who had a problem. In Naaman, rather, who had a problem, and his slave, who was lower than him. There was a contrast. Naaman had a name. The slave girl, the Bible doesn't give her a name. Naaman was the captain of the army. She was a captive slave. He was held esteemed. She was looked down on and despised. Yet, my brothers and my sisters, the despised had to help the esteemed. The prisoner had to help the captive. 1 Corinthians, the first chapter, the 27th verse, says God has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things that are mighty. Hallelujah. Matter of fact, I don't care what you say, you check the history of the word. God, my brothers and sisters, used terrible people with terrible track records. Now I got a witness. He used liars like Abraham, cheaters like Jacob, murderers like Moses, adulterers like David, polygamists like Solomon. He used prostitutes like Rahab, hypocrites like Balaam. He used deniers like Peter, and he even used church haters like Paul. Do you hear me? So here God sent this slave girl, and I'm so glad that at least Naaman heard what she had to say. Yes, and you know that's unlike many of us. We only want to listen to who we want to hear. I got a witness, but I come today to tell somebody you better be careful. Yeah, not only whose advice you take, but whose advice you don't take. Yeah, God's answer to your problem might come from the very person. I'm talking to somebody that you don't want to hear. Yeah, I heard the servant girl had both joy and sorrow because at least he listened to what she had to say, but he did not do what she instructed him to do. She simply told him, go see the prophet. Yeah, but if you read the lesson, he went to see the king of Syria. He got a letter for travel. He got $70,000 worth of silver and gold. He couldn't put in changes of clothes. And then he left and went to see the king of Israel. Well, when he went to see him, the king of Israel got upset. And the Bible said he rent his garment. Well, I heard Elisha heard about what was going on in the king's palace. And the Bible said he sent his servant to fetch Naaman and bring Naaman to him. Well, if you keep on reading, Naaman was looking for a red carpet treatment. But when he got there, Elisha didn't even come out to shake his hand. I heard he sent the message by his servant. And the servant said that Elisha, the prophet, said, go wash. Hallelujah. Go wash in the Jordan River 7 times. Well, I come to tell you that was an insult to Naaman because the Jordan River was known to Syria as the ditch. It was muddy and unclean. And Naaman said, if I knew that washing would help, I would have washed in one of the rivers in my own city, because at least they're clean. Have I got a witness? Well, as I close here, I come to tell you, Naaman is asking the same thing. Yeah, that this unbelieving world is asking of the Lord. He wanted a solution to his problem without submitting to the problem solver. I got a witness, and that's what we want. We want God to solve our problems, but we don't want to do what the Lord says do. We want peace on earth, but we don't want to forgive our brothers 70 times 70. We want the riches of heaven, but we don't want to bring our tithes to the storehouse. We want we want the comfort of the kingdom, but we don't want to seek first the kingdom of God and all of his righteousness. We want So we walk by the still waters, but we don't want to follow the shepherd. We want to bear much fruit, but we don't want to abide in the vine. We want to be ruler over much, but we don't want to be faithful over a few things. Hey, we want to escape the penalty of sin, but we don't want to repent of our sin. We want perfect children, but we don't want to take the time to train our children in the way they should go. Husbands want submissive wives, but we don't want to love our wives like Christ loved the church. Wives want submissive husbands, but don't want to submit to their husband like unto the Lord. We want a solution to our problem, but we don't want to submit to the problem solver. We want speculatism instead of spiritualism. We want to be mystified instead of clarified. We want religion without revelation. We want salvation without regeneration. We want Christianity without Christ. Grace without God. Joy without Jesus. Happiness without holiness. Goodness without godliness. We want an answer to our problem without submitting to the problem solver. Yeah, that's what we want, and that's what Naaman wanted. Yes, Lord, but what Naaman didn't understand is, my brothers and my sisters, that divine help requires human obedience. Do you hear what I say? I said divine help requires human obedience. Yeah, that means you got to do what God said do, the way God said do it. Yeah, and God said, go wash in the Jordan 7 times, not 5 times, not 6 times, but 7 times. The Bible has numbers, sometimes means significant things, and 7 meant completion. Yeah. If you search the Bible, there's 7 days in the week. 7 men lived past 900 years old. Abraham interceded for Sodom and Gomorrah 7 times. Jacob bowed before Esau 7 times. There are 7 abominable things that God hates. Jesus made 7 statements while hanging on the cross. In Revelation, John said, I saw 7 angels sounding 7 trumpets. He said, I saw 7 letters written to 7 churches of Asia. Yeah, Elijah told his servant, go look for rain 7 times. Jacob worked 7 years for his wife, and after 7 years got the wrong woman and had to work 7 more years. There are 7 parts to the human frame, 7 stages of the life of man, 7 colors in a rainbow. Joshua marched around Jericho 7 times. Jesus said, forgive 70 times 7. Yeah. literally going to the Jordan River. He stepped in the water. The water was cold. Yeah. But he went down one time. That was out of curiosity. He went down a second time. That was out of willingness. He went down a third time. That was out of humility. He went down the fourth time. That was out of faith. He went down the fifth time. That was out of tentative trust. He went down a sixth time. That was out of repentance. He went down the seventh time. That was out of obedience. Obedience. Obedience to the great head of the church. When he came up, his clothes was drenched, but his soul was new. His head was wet, but his heart was pure. His feet was muddy, but the leprosy was gone. His pride was hurt, but his body was healed. His dignity was wounded, but he had been washed whiter than snow. He looked at his hand, and the leprosy was gone. He looked at his feet, and there was no leprosy. The disease was gone. His body was clean. And I thought about it. I said, I thought about it. I had some issues. I said, I had some issues. It wasn't leprosy, but my issue was sin. I got it from my daddy. My daddy got it from his daddy. His daddy got it going all the way back to Adam in the garden. Do you hear me? I had some adjectives in my life, but they got neutralized by the conjunction. But I was a pretty good kid. But I tried to live a good life. But do you hear me? But one day somebody told me, you gotta wash in the blood of the word. Do you hear me? I went to God's word. I went down in Isaiah 53, yeah, and 6. It said, like sheep, we've all gone astray. I went down in Proverbs 5:3, where it said, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. I went down, yeah, in Romans 3:23, that said the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life. I went down in Romans, yeah, 10:9, that said confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, and thou shalt be saved. I went down in 1 John 1:9 that said, if I'm faithful and just, yeah, to confess my sin, that he'll be faithful and just to forgive me. And then I went down in John 3:16. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but when you shut this service off, you need to go pick up the phone, dial your hater. Do you hear what I'm saying? I said dial your hater, or either run down the CVS or the drugstore in Walgreens and pick up a thank you card and send it to them and tell those haters, thank you. Do you hear me? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Don't protest. No. Don't go and burn the house down. Don't break out the car window. Don't wait to fight them. Oh, no. But tell them, thank you for talking about me. Thank you for hating on me. Thank you for using me. Thank you for stabbing me in the back. Thank you for your life. Thank you for walking out and leaving me by myself. I got issues. You were right about it. But I come to tell you, I'm using the conjunction for something positive. But I'm gone to a better place. I rise to a higher level. Stop crying. I learned if I never had a problem. Oh, yes, I wouldn't know. That I could move on. Thank you, haters. Thank you, enemies, for everything you did to me because of my issues. You draw me closer to my God. Closer. And that's what I want. I never would have got here if it wasn't for you. So I thank you for all the lies, all the backbiting, all the things you knew about me that were true, that were terrible, horrible. But what you didn't know, that God uses folk that got issues. And he'll use you. I said he'll use even you. And Lord, I come now in the name of Jesus. In the midst of all this pandemonium that's going on around this world, in the midst of it going on in the midst of a pandemic, it's my prayer that you will draw somebody close to you and help them to recognize that you can use them with their issues, that there is a better way. That you, oh God, can wash them and clean them up. They won't be perfect, but they'll have you by their side. Touch somebody right now. Their minds might be changed. Their hearts might be touched. Touch somebody, oh God, who's been watching. Been thinking the worst about themselves. Help them to know that they can renew their minds in the way that they think, because you love them more than they love themselves. In the name of Jesus. Touch those who thought they were unusable. And let them know that's what you look for. You look for folk who other folk think God is deleted and deluded. And then you build them up in the midst of it all. They don't become perfect, but they follow your will. When they slip and fall, they don't stay down, but you pick them up. Help somebody. You've been running around thinking that because they've been so messed up, even though they believe in you, that they ain't saints. Let them know they're saints with some problems, and that you can wash them white as snow. Every day, even a saint needs to be forgiven. In the name of Jesus, let them know ain't nobody perfect but you. Let some know, oh God, who in that world, because of they're different, and other folk have cast them aside and say they're going to hell. Let them know, God, that they're usable just the way they are. Somebody's not going to like this, but let the truth be known through your word is my prayer. Now bless this city and bless this country. Let things simmer down. But you ain't going to do it. Not by yourself. It's going to take words of encouragement from those of us who know you. And it's going to take a word or change of heart and mind from those who are doing it. But ain't nothing too hard for them. Let that word go forth. Let those minds be changed. And let things get better. Bless the sick continuously. Comfort the bereaved. We love you, Lord. And we bless your name. We give you all honor, glory, and praise. And we ask it all in Jesus' name. And for his sake, thank God. And amen. God bless you. It's our prayer that something has been said to encourage your heart and help you to recognize that even with issues, if you're willing to obey the divine orders of God, he'll use you just the way you are. We love you and we bless you. Love you to Jerusalem. Those of you who've been listening, we pray that the Lord give us strength. We'll see you on next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday during the 6:30 hour Bible class. We'll be tomorrow with Lonnie and Geraldine at 12 and 6:30. And we thank God for Reverend Davis for our Sunday school every Sunday at 9:30. And you continue to do the ministry that God placed on your hands. Till next week, you pray for us. We pray for you. We love you.
Amazing grace shall always be my song of praise. For it was grace feet. I'll never know, no, just why he came to love me so. He looked beyond all my faults, and he saw all of my needs, and I shall forever lift mine eyes to Calvary, to view the cross. That's where my Jesus died. When he died for me, yeah. And all the grace that caught my falling soul. But I'm so glad that I'm glad that he looked beyond. Thank you, Jesus. He looked beyond all faults, and so I said so. All of my needs.